Horror games can be atmospheric and truly terrifying at times, but an AI creature, no matter how fearsome, can always be outsmarted.
So what happens when you put a human mind inside the body of a killer? You'll be dead by daylight, that's what!
Yeah, hey gang.
Shut up!
No.
It's LB or Radby.
Good to know now. No, wrong one, wrong trigger. What the?
See him running around. Another pig for the slaughter.
No! I want to live! I want to live!
Dead by Daylight is an asymmetrical multiplayer survival horror game for PC. It's 1 killer versus 5 survivors. The survivors need to try and escape, while the murderer needs to catch them and sacrifice their souls to its pointy tentacle demon god thing.
Survivors focus on stealth. They must, as quietly as possible, start a number of generators before their exit can be revealed, and then they have to leg it.
Oh my god, I'm going for it! I'm not risking it!
Is everyone out?
Yep.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm so alone. I'm so alone.
But also legging it is the murderer, who is always watching for their mistakes and occasionally catching them by surprise.
Hey, I'm not scared of this yet because I haven't really run into you.
Why did you hide in the cupboard?
If you play the game Evolve, then it's like that, except you've got no weapons.
Gotcha.
And you get hung up on meat hooks.
Wait, don't hook me, don't hook me! Oh, I'm hooked. Gross.
You know, Barjo, as gamers, we digitally dispatch our friends on a regular basis, but when framed in a slasher theme like this, I mean, we saw a different side of each other, didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't mind the gore and dark themes of this game, there's some fascinating mechanics at play.
You know, I was surprised by just how much this game put you in the mindset of either a survivor or, you know, a murderer.
Yeah, you really start playing to your role, don't you?
For sure, and I think a lot of that is encouraged by that creepy sound design. Let's start with the survivor.
Hex, can you see him? No.
Hiding in fear of the killer always feels tense.
Could before.
Your goal is the generators, so creeping up to them is your first objective. But turning them on isn't easy, it takes time, especially when you're on your own. Working in pairs or as a team, though, will get them going faster.
But powering up those generators is super stressful because there's this random minigame that's really punishing. If you fail, it makes a very loud sound, which the killer can hear and see as this bubble on the screen. The killer can see sound. You're in the killer's world and it speaks to him.
Oh, it's so frustrating. I always messed up the minigame. And then you never know whether to stay or to go. Like, should you just hide in that area or just leg it somewhere else, but then they might see you? Ah!
Yeah, plus you have to be so focused on that minigame because it's so quick. You can't really take in what's around you and look for the killer.
This generator. I'm giving up.
The only tell that the killer is actually near is your heartbeat sound, which gets louder and louder as he approaches. And when he finds you, the chase is on and that music kicks in. Oh!
Yes, now from here there are a few options available to you as the survivor. Break line of sight and duck down, just hoping the killer passes you by. Or jump through windows or knock down pallets to try and slow them down. Or maybe just try and hide in a cupboard and hope it all goes away.
I'm not in the cupboard! I am not in the cupboard!
Who's that in the cupboard?
The cupboard hardly ever works, but I can't resist it, Hex.
Yeah, it's so exciting when it does, though.
You'll never find me, Goose!
I think my favorite mechanic in the whole game is that sprinting trail. When you sprint, you leave these kind of demonic scratches all along the ground and walls, which only the killer can see.
Behind you guys!
Hi, gang!
I love this too, and it works so well in the gameplay. When you're a killer, you're always in first person, so you can't see as much around you. And it's surprisingly easy to lose your target, so you rely on this weird scratchy trail to help.
Okay, I've kind of lost you now.
As a survivor, if you're caught though, all is not necessarily lost. You can wiggle and try and get free. If not, though, it's hook time.
Almost time. There we
Oh,
go.
no! Oh!
But the layers of strategy to this little game don't end there. You can choose to try and escape at the cost of your health, or wait it out, hoping a survivor can get you off the hook, which is actually very quick and easy to do and can be done right under the killer's nose. As a survivor, seeing your friend on a hook, there's all these interesting decisions you have to make. Do you save them, getting them off the hook literally, but also risking yourself?
Now, saving Hex is a good idea.
Run, run!
Except I'm right here. I never.
But then having more support for powering up those generators? Or do you just focus solely on the generators yourself? Or do you distract the killer so someone else can try and free them? There's so much going on.
Yeah. There are 3 killers to choose from, and they're all horrifying. There is, of course, the hillbilly, a classic chainsaw maniac who can do a deadly charge. The wraith rings a creepy bell to go in and out of stealth, hiding the survivor heartbeat sounds. And Chuckles, who lays nasty bear traps.
Hey guys, he put a trap in front of me.
Oh, did I?
There's lots to think about as the killer too. Your field of view is much smaller and you can't see as far as the survivors. Often you have to rely on survivors messing up before you can really start a hunt.
Oh.
You guys have a bit of trouble with that generator, are you?
I don't even know which one it is.
Generator!
And you really do have to think like a hunter too, because you're hunting the most dangerous prey of all, man.
And man likes to mess with you as well. I could always spot the pro players because they just keep me busy hooking them all, and then before I knew it, they're all out the bloody exit.
You're particularly scary as the killer, Bajo. I think you enjoy the roleplay element too much.
No! Coming
go to
to
there.
the cane field. La 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 la.
I think you'll find you're the scariest, Hex, because you just talk normally. That's terrifying.
Just go about my business.
Where are you? I find you. Hello.
I'll put it out there. Steph, you're creepier than Bajo with that voice.
I liked playing the killer as much as the survivors, and that's always a real accomplishment in these kind of asymmetrical multiplayer games.
Yeah, I think they've really thought about how to balance this game. There are things like giving the survivors third-person view so that they can see more and look around corners. You know, at first all the survivor actions just felt really slow and unnecessarily punishing to me, but the more I played it, the more I realized that was necessary design to even it all out.
Yeah, and there's some really nice touches on the killer actions as well. So many of them force the killers to look down and away from who they're chasing. Like when you're recovering from a survivor who's wiggled out of your grip, or smashing knocked over pallets. The presentation overall is a bit rough, and the party system at the moment won't let you group with friends and then just fill in extra spots with randoms online. Apparently that is changing, but right now, if you want to play this with friends, 4 or 5 of them are going to need to have a copy of the game.
I also just think it needs more maps, Bajo. I mean, there's so many great horror settings to choose from. Where's my abandoned insane asylum? Right now, there's really only just creepy field and creepy cornfield.
I do like what is there though. There's lots of cool places to hide.
Yeah, and I do like that you can see through cracks in buildings. It just adds to that horror vibe. This is a unique experience. There's nothing else out there quite like it, is there?
No, there isn't. And I like the dark teamwork friendship ideas it plays with. Essentially, you know, you're there to work together, but you're also out for yourself.
There's a door here, and I'm just gonna go out of it.
Probably the best idea.
I didn't realize that was an option for me, but this is the first escape, and I'm just gonna take it. And you know what that means? Chicken leg.
I read online that this game brings out the best and the worst in people, and I think that's quite true.
Hex, I'm so sorry. I watched him drag your body away. I did nothing.
What kind of friend are you?
I'm going to give this 3.5 out of 5 stars. If they fix that party system, I would say this is almost a must-play just for the experience.
Yeah, I mean, I think it needs a bit more polish and a bit more content. We had a lot of fun with this, but this is also the kind of game that has a very short shelf life, so I'm giving it 2.5.